Do you wave your terrible towel when Renegade plays like we do? Knock drinks over when JJ shouts, "He scores!" after a Flyer lights the lamp? Paint PSU on your chest for game days? Turn up the sound when the lights go out and the rubber goes down on F1? Join us for the SteelFlyers videocast coming to enlighten you on the Steelers, Flyers, and everything in between. The greatest combination of sports fandom since pineapple was put on pizza. Sit back as we welcome your host, SteelFlyers. Welcome to the SteelFlyers video channel. We got a great special for you today, and we also got some great news for you today. Sadly, Flyers lost, so congratulations to the Flyers on a great season. That was a really awesome way to go. We'll take that all day long. Number one seed, and we lost in the second round, but look out for the Flyers next year. So you're wondering, gosh, look at the background and you see some of the decor, and this name is SteelFlyers. Are y'all ready for some football? Well, I am. And you see that team right there? That's a team I'm ready for. That's right. Pittsburgh playing Monday night against New York vs.Giants. Yeah, at MetLife Stadium. Gonna be awesome sauce. Let's get right into it because we got a lot to talk about, seeing as how there was no preseason games and, we had some surprises happen, and we have some really great things to go on with the team this year. So I'm pretty excited to see the games starting to roll. It's also very exciting to see that we're getting back into football, and what can I say, man? We're ready for it, for sure. Let's start off with the most important things that everybody's going to probably be talking about, and that's the fact that Pittsburgh's going to be without David Castro. He has been ruled out for this game, and so that's going to be an issue for the Steelers. Here's the beauty of it. Look for newly acquired offensive swing position person, Steven Wisniewski, a hometown product that played his high school ball right there in the city, and now he's been welcomed back with open arms. He played his last year with Kansas City and was able to, win the trophy, and was on the Philadelphia Eagles there for a little while, and now he's with the Steelers, and he's probably going to fill in there for DeCastro. I look for that at least anyway. Also, Zach Banner making the lineup. Yeah, that was a good move. So he loses his tackle eligible designation now as the starting tackle, and look for Chucky to pick up the tackle eligible this year when we get into the jumbo packages. Also, had 4 rookies are going to make the team this year, looking for Chase Claypool to have an impact right away. Looking for him to have an impact right away. Did a great little video on him a little while ago here when he was drafted, and he has been making himself known in training camp, obviously, and he made the team. So that's a really great thing there too, for real. The Giants, Saquon Barkley, he's a beast. He is the man amongst men. Watched that kid play at Penn State and cheered every time he got the ball because he was a threat to break it every time he got the ball. So be looking for that to be the matchup on the Monday night game, with our linebackers being Dupree and being TJ back there. Yeah, TJ back there. Also, another rookie that made the team was Alex Highsmith, really good linebacker. And look to him to fill in the gaps when we go with extra linebackers in some of the different packages that we bring into the defense. So that's another exciting part too, because that guy is just a tackling machine. In college, he just was a tackling machine. I mean, that's basically what he did, and so that's exactly what we need. And look to him to be, really good on special teams, I'm sure, as well too. You know what I mean? So we're bringing mostly a healthy team, with the exception of Castro. The Giants are not going to be quite so lucky. They are I believe if I'm looking on my list here correctly, yep, they got Tay Crowder is going to be listed as questionable. We also got Golden Tate with a hamstring who might be questionable as well too. So those could be going to be tough. Also, the Giants are bringing some rookies on their starting offensive line, especially their right tackle position. And their line itself has got some new guys in there and stuff like that too. Plus, with Daniel Jones being this is his second year, you know how that's going to be the second year full time starter now. So he's gotten all the number one reps throughout camp and you know the whole 9 yards and he hasn't missed any time or anything either. So that's really good. That bodes well for him to stay in that same kind of system and be able to mature in that system as well too. You know what I mean? Knowing where everybody's going to be on the field and it doesn't really matter who it is. It's just okay. That position's going to be here and that's where I'll be able to throw the ball and whatever. Saquon Barkley looks amazing. So look for him to come out and be a huge threat. It's going to be one of those things where the New York Giants are going to need their Sterlings. They're going to need their Golden Tates. And they're going to need their guys out there to be able to take the focus away from Saquon Barkley because of being able to key on him. You can't be one-dimensional against the Pittsburgh defense because we have the capability now of shutting that down. We have the capability of taking and making it so that you can't take the roof off over us. So with our defensive backfield back there, especially with Minka being the second year in the system with us, look for that to be another stellar year. Look for Joe Hayden to make his presence known. Look for the defense. That's what I'm kind of looking forward to this game, is seeing the defense coming out swinging. And then we haven't even touched on it. We haven't even said anything about it. We haven't even mentioned word one. But now we're going to say word one. Let's say it. Are you ready? Big Ben coming back. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Could we call this the revenge tour? Let's hope that's what we're calling it. How about that? What we'd really like to see, though, is what we saw in camp. He was getting good time with his receivers, good time with the team, so hopefully some timing will be down. Nobody missed, with the exception of Dante Johnson. Had a little bit of a foot issue there and missed a little bit of practice time. For the most part, all of the receivers have been in camp, and almost everybody has been there, with the exception of Johnson having that foot injury there for a little bit during camp and missed a little bit of time in camp. But Chase Claypool has come in and shined. Juju has come in and done very, very well, has had a good camp. You know what I mean? And so Washington has come in and had a good camp too. So I'm looking for, especially with the addition of Chase Claypool, because that gives them another big, tall body for Ben, especially either in the slot or in the H position or something along those lines that'll give him another one of those really good targets, especially with Eric Ebron being added to the lineup and or Vance McDonald. Doesn't matter. Either one. I'll take either one. But putting them guys into the lineup as far as our tight ends as well too gives Ben more of those options, especially in the red zone, and that's where I'm looking for much more improvement from last year. I mean, look, the Steelers luckily made it to 8-8 last year, and well, I'm looking to see if Ben is going to be able to come back. They're saying that he looks better than what he did pre-surgery, obviously, but he's saying. In his quotes and his social media posts that he feels better now, that he has less pain now that he's ever had. And this is the first time we're going to see a 38-year-old quarterback come back from a complete, basically, elbow ligament reconstruction, with the exception of one. But almost all the other ligaments in his elbow have been reattached. And so I've seen the videos on him at training camp, and he has much more zip on the ball. He tends to have a bit of a different motion now than what you're used to seeing from Ben. But I think that might have to do with the fact of his rehab and the fact that he's now not throwing in pain. So maybe this is more of his natural throwing motion. So that's the thing that I'm going to be looking forward to in the game, is seeing how he throws the ball deep downfield. Especially now that we've got guys that can take the top off of defenses now, and I'm looking for us to do that right from jump. I'm expecting us to come right out from jump and being right down New York Giants' throats, at least in our first two series, and being throwing the ball right out. After that, then I look for Connor to be pounding it out and pounding it out and pounding it out. Another rookie that made the team this year is McFarland. He's a great change of pace back from Connor. Connor's that ground and pound, and you throw in Benny Snell, and then you also throw in McFarland, who's that speedster who's got that 4.4 speed, and you know, that see you bye, is a threat when every time he touches the ball. So I think you're going to see some of that sprinkled in there too, as well too. Also, the addition of the new quarterbacks coach in Coach Canada. I'm excited to see how this goes, because I think Randy Fiechner came as a quarterbacks coach, and he is now the offensive coordinator. And we may get into how I feel about his position as the offensive coordinator maybe down the road, depending on how the season goes. Ben has a tendency to make any offensive coordinator look good. So, like I said, we found out last year exactly the kind of offensive coordinator we had, and also the type of quarterbacks we had in the room as well too. So I'm looking for a Steelers win here on this one. This game might be a little closer than it might potentially could be. I don't know, but I'm still looking for a Steelers win here on this one. So just remember one thing. Anybody can win and on any given Monday Night Football. But let's look at things. Tomlin's got a really good record on Monday night. So, and also, some great news coming out of the SteelFlyers. Some new additions to the website, some new additions to potentially bringing you some more of these types of videos here too. So remember to hit the like and subscribe and comment. Let me know how you think and what you feel. Remember, stay safe, stay strong, and hang tough.